Hey guys, thanks for joining us. This is Mike L from the Comic Book Syndicate. We're here for Coffee and Comics. This is a very special episode. We're going to be talking about everything Gem. For those of you that don't know, we are here with Bex Luther.
Hi.
Slash Bex23 slash... You have a couple other...
It's just Bex Luther.
Okay, just Bex Luther. Okay, Becca, why don't you tell us about Gem and the Holograms? What is it?
Okay, so Gem and the Holograms was a show. It ran for about 3 years in the mid to late 80s, about 85 to 88, which is 5 years before I was born. But I did watch it. I did watch some episodes when I was younger, and it's basically about a young girl, Jerica Benton. Her father passes away, and she inherits this computer that can make holograms. Mm-hmm. There's no science involved in this show. Okay. There's too much glitter for science. And she uses this hologram to project Gem onto her, and she becomes a rock band with her sisters and friends, I guess. They're like adoptive sisters. They all live in a halfway house for girls. And
I can say that just like Transformers and G.I. Joe and Inhumanoids, I also watched Gem as a kid because that's when I grew up. Before I get to my impression, I'm going to ask you, Becca, as a lifelong Gem fan, what did you think of this comic?
You know, I actually really liked it. There was a few things that I'm not so hot about, but I'm definitely probably going to pick up the next issue. My
first impression was I really did like the art. There's actually some really good pages here. Like, this page is one of my favorite pages of the whole book. The dialogue was good. I thought the characters were good. I think the only criticism I have of the writing is that the way that the story opens maybe set up the fact that they're about to go on stage, but I guess this is sort of jumping into the action. Like, what did you think of that? Did you like that?
I actually, as soon as I opened it, I started singing the theme song in my head. But not the song that everyone remembers, the original theme song, because there was two. Yeah, the first few episodes had a different theme song than the rest of the show did.
Can you sing it for us? No?
Well, like the one that everyone remembers is the truly outrageous one,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And then the first one was like, me and my friends are Gem girls. Gem is my name. Me and my friends are Gem girls. Gem is my name. And she said Gem like 30 times.
Really?
Yeah, and so like that's the song that I remembered because I had watched like the earlier one over and over and over again because I only had a few recorded. So it was interesting because as soon as it opened up, I started singing the theme song. I got exactly who all the characters were and they were performing, and I was like, well, that was what I remembered from Gem.
Okay.
So I got immediately interested in what they were doing.
Okay, so Jerica chokes. She
literally
runs outside of this audition, and then her sister comes out and sort of comforts her. I felt like this was an example of a scene that was a little bit overwritten, where the sister character was talking a lot, but not getting much feedback from Gem. So it's almost like she was over-talking and over-explaining their backstory a little bit. Did you feel that, or did you think it was okay?
Well, this is a perspective that you can't have, but I have two sisters. So I talk a lot more than my sisters. So I got the dynamic of them right away, that Kimber was the confident one and that Jerica was kind of more reserved, but she listens to Kimber a lot. Mm-hmm. And it seems like Kimber was the talker and Jerica is the listener in that sister relationship. So I didn't exactly feel the same way about it that you did then, but maybe that's just because I come from a different era. I was like, oh yeah, Kimber's just going to talk over Jerica and not wait for her to say anything. Sure. That's just how I do it. But
I mean, to me, if you're enjoying this and you like it, then good, because I'm looking at it and I go, this is a well-made comic, and hopefully it's going to appeal to the people who watched the show when they were kids. Do you think it's going to appeal to new people, like a new person on the street?
I was really tempted to give this to my 13-year-old sister, actually. I thought she would have loved it. So hopefully that's the demo they're going for.
We shall see, because I can lend it to you again and you can give it to her if you'd like. Are you going to be buying number 2 of this comic?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I never realized why she had to be Gem in the show, but in this one they give her an actual reason for being Gem, and it's that like she has super stage fright, so she runs off because she can't do the video in front of 4 people. That's how scared she is. And then all of a sudden, thunder and lightning strike, and this hologram computer comes to life, and it's just Synergy's just there looking amazing. And then she goes into this like strange basement of their house where their father had, and Kimber even is like, was Dad a superhero?
Yes.
And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is not enough explanation for what you're showing me at all. But I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's Gem. They didn't explain anything ever, so I can dig it. But I was just so confused because it's like, well, yeah, it's just a computer. which is holograms.
See, I like back in the 80s when they didn't question anything. You know, now they have to explain it. But that actually brings up my least favorite line of dialogue in the whole comic. Was Dad a superhero? Was Dad that Iron guy? Iron Man? Yeah, Iron Man. Was Dad freaking Iron Man?
Well, what's interesting is who says these lines, right?
Yeah.
So you have Kimber being like that iron guy because she likes writing and she likes lawyer shows and animals and coffee and cake and things like that. And her guilty pleasure has been shoe shopping, so you get the idea that she's not necessarily more of a nerdy girl. But you have even like over on the next page, you have Shauna, whose her prized possession is a Revenge of the Jedi poster. So you have these different facets of girls that exist that can still be friends. Is the point that it's trying to make, I think, is that Kimber's has no idea who these comic book characters are, but her friends do, and that doesn't mean that they can't still be friends. I thought it was interesting, though.
For a different perspective, let's check in with Jolie. Jolie, what do you think?
There's something about it. Maybe I like bright colors and sparkles and pink and purple, but everything sings to me. That is the art, but then when you actually start to read it, it kind of falls apart a little bit.
Whoa, so did you have some of the problems with the dialogue that I did then?
No, not at all. I actually like what they did with Jerrica's character more in this comic. Like in the cartoon, when she turns into Gem, it's like, why does she need an alter ego?
Yeah.
She's already so awesome that she could be a rock star, but in this, she's like a lowly young adult.
Mousy.
Yeah, really mousy, and it's like, there's a reason for her to transform into like this larger than life rock star. Also, the Gemstar earrings, I think it was one of those things where I was reading and when the box opens and it shows it, it's like, oh, there they are.
And it's the same as the show.
Yeah,
They're beautiful.
They're just as I imagined them. Cheap red plastic.
Okay, so then as a fan of the show, this is good?
Yeah, but like, Kimber is her younger sister. She's 18. She looks like she's like 30.
And she's talking like she's 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard they're writing her as spoiler alert, as a lesbian. So,
Exciting.
But in the original cartoon, you were saying she actually was a lesbian in the cartoon as well, right?
well,
No,
not exactly.
You can read the subtext that she's bisexual because a lot of Kimber's subplots have to do with boys.
Yeah.
And having like a love triangles with two different boys and things like that. But then there's one episode
where Kimber leaves the Holograms and Stormer leaves the Misfits. They meet up and they decide to form their own band. And then when it looks like they're reconciling with each of their separate parties, it's almost like, but wait, what about you?
Yeah.
It's not even trying to hide it. Like, there's a relationship between these girls.
Now, did you guys pick up on that when you were kids and you saw it?
Not at all.
I doubt it. I mean, maybe it shaped me as a person, but I don't think so.
It shaped me
As a person.
I didn't know. No.
That's why I'm gay, Mom. Cartoons.
Ooh, Gem is adventure. Ooh, glamour and glitter, fashion and fame. Gem is truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous.
History remembers little boy nostalgia as something worth remembering, whereas something like Gem.
See, wait, let's say this with me. Yeah, let's do it on camera.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Don't
Yep.
worry, I have all
Okay, good.
berserker mode of gender segregation toys.
Oh, you're not clipped. Your mic's not clipped.
Oh shit. Okay, stop the cameras.
When he was like, who here knows anything about the Inhumans? And I was like, I know.
Oh, and he was like, yeah,
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, that was an ugly sip. Sorry, what's the girl's name again?
Jerrica?
Jerrica. So Jerrica.
Jerrica. It's gotta have a J like Gem.
Yeah.
You gotta put the word outrageous in there.
Then do you want to say it?
No.
Okay.
Truly, truly outrageous.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to say it.
Truly, truly, truly outrageous.
Okay, so sing it.
Right now?
Yeah, why not?
You made me do it. I sing the one
Okay.
One of the long extended one.
So you happy?
Just sing all of it.
Yeah.